You ever read something so perfect, and I mean everything down to the last T? It's like hitting the lottery almost, or scratching off that $100 ticket. That's how I felt like reading Beyond the Timescape. Come on. Before I even start yapping about Beyond the Timescape, let me explain to you what it's about. It's a boy named Xu Ying. I think that's how you pronounce it. Can somebody please tell me? Basically, there's this god in the sky in this world that every time it opens its eyes, it spreads this thing called mutagen, and it kind of just like eviscerates that place that it looks at. So imagine if it looked at like a let's just say it looked at New York. Let's use America. Let's use America for example. Let's just say it looked at New York. If it looked at New York, well, what's New York? You mean that forbidden region with all that mutagen in it? Yeah, I know what that is. I don't know what New York is. And one day, Xu Ying was a survivor because his village got hit by the god. The god looked down at his place, boom. He hid somewhere, I forgot, but like he hid somewhere and he was able to look at the god while had his eyes open, and he saw what the god eyes look like, and then he saw like a purple light fall down and head to this certain area. And that's all she wrote, bruh. Later on, he gets this purple crystal. He's from the slums too, so Xu Ying is like very like over analytical and overly paranoid. He's a very paranoid person. Like, even like when I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that. I love the whole, oh my god, this character is really analytic. He is precise. He is like a min-maxer in every situation. He does everything in every situation to give him the maximum benefit, bro. Like, and he's smart too. He assessed the situation. Like, oh my god. Like how when he first went to the scavengers camp and he remembered the pathway so he could know like the closest way to exit, or when him and Sergeant Thunder were having dinner and like two scavengers he's never seen before was walking up to the table. He thinking something finna go down. He instantly moved his thigh in a way so he could access his blade easier, you know what I mean, and then get up quick. And it's like he does everything he overthinks the situation, and then he analyzes it, computes it, and then put a plan up, bro. He's like, the dude is so smart, bro. One of the best urgent characters, honestly. And we seeing this early too. Like other urgent MCs kind of had to develop into and mold into that crazy character we know of. Like Wang Lin became ruthless 200 chapters in, whenever his village died, his whole village died and he ended up getting murked. That's when bro was like, ooh, and then he got that G realm and he was just shocking niggas. And now Xu Ying, I wonder what Xu Ying's gonna be like. He got so much stuff, like the stuff with his shadow, like his shadow could absorb mutagen, so now his cultivation going faster. And basically, like, he has no mutagen in his body, which is kind of crazy because in this cultivation world, the spiritual energy is kind of tainted by this thing called mutagen. And mutagen is like this stuff that could corrupt things. You could basically turn to this thing called a grue if you build up too much mutagen, or you could just, but your body might just explode. So it's harder to cultivate, and you need like these white blouses or the dust purging pills that is made by an alchemist in order to like get the mutagen out of your body. But Xu Ying was dealing with that for like the first 20 chapters, but once he absorbed that shadow into the crystal and then it absorbed into his shadow, bro, his shadow just absorbed the mutagen in the air. He can also control it too, but then he also has the purple crystal. Like, this dude got so much stuff, bro. We also see how ruthless he is when he was fighting the snake, because he felt like if he had this gallbladder, he felt like it'll help him break through or something like that. Honestly, how he killed, what's that dude, Fathead or whatever, right? Those two dudes that he first met during the camp, bro. It's crazy how he's already such a crafty and smart character, and he already got so many stuff to him that is like question mark, what is this going to develop into? And I'm only 47, wait, no, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like 57 chapters in, but I don't have a volume 2 review yet. But it's like he's already got so much crazy shit. Like, what could get crazier? What else is he gonna get? Did he even get the main treasure, quote unquote? Like, the violent crystal is the main treasure, right? Don't tell me he gets another, like, does he get some more insane insane shit. It can't be. This has to be the setup for the whole novel. If he gets some more insane treasures that make him stand out, bruh, it's already insane. I do love the blood and flesh incantations, though. Like how if you're like a great circle in the body refinement realm, you kind of get like this blood and flesh residence, and it's kind of like this spectral being that gets some, like, for example, Zhu Ying's is like his hobgoblin is special because he cultivates the singing mountain art, and other people don't get the hobgoblin to like great circle body refinement or like chi condensation realm level 10, but he's only at like realm 6, and he got a crazy hobgoblin. His hobgoblin look different. It got like purple light shining in its eyes. That has to be influenced by the purple crystal. Also, the writing, how Surgeon Thunder died. Shout out, wait, hold on, moment of silence for my boy Surgeon Thunder. Okay, like how the little girl like 10 chapters ago walked up to him, Su Ying, in the scavenger's camp and was like, here, my mom told me anytime I'm sad to eat some candy because it'll always make me feel better because it's sweet. And then he eats that piece of candy. That's that urge generated, bruh. It's always that sad, bruh. It's always that sad urge generated, man. Is it gonna get sadder? Please, man. Please, no more, man. No more, bruh. This dude was already lonely. He finally found somebody who he could call family. Finally had a place he could call home, and Urgent hit him with the down and dirty backstory, bro. It's always the down and dirty backstory. We could never have a novel where everything goes good, bro. Or how he saw the statue, bro, and then he changed. I think the reason why his hobgoblin is different, though, is because he saw this statue in this one temple, and it started to activate, and it used this, like, heavenly saber art, like some type of heavenly saber art. It wasn't called that. Zhu Ying actually, like, practiced it over and over again, like, in his mind and physically, like, over a course of a couple weeks. And how you cultivate the Singing Mountain art is you have to imagine like a hobgoblin in your head while you're cultivating, and like imagine the spiritual energy going that hobgoblin, and you kind of build like this imprint in your mind. He replaced the hobgoblin with that slash, which is kind of crazy. So his hobgoblin is like crazy, and I think it got that purple light in his eyes because of that freaking crystal he's cultivating. Bro, this dude better not get any more OP shit. I'll see you in volume 2.